The teacherly urge to be didactic. This is one of my favorite scenes from Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
In 1930, the Republican-controlled House of Representatives, in an effort to alleviate the effects of the Great Depression, passed the the tariff bill, the Hawley-Smoot Tariff Act. Did it work? Anyone know the effects? It did not work, and the United States sank deeper into the Great Depression.
Look at that dewy-faced Ben Stein. Listen to the dulcet tones of his soporific teaching. In the context of the film, this scene is supposed to emphasize the yawning abyss between the adult world and the world of youths. It's a send-up of the stereotypically dull teacher delivering a anyone lecture about things that are so foreign to the lives of his students as to seem almost alien. What's a Smoot-Hawley or a Laffer curve? Ignoring for a moment that tariffs are actually incredibly relevant today, this is a certifiable snooze fest. Where does the urge to be didactic come from? I recognized it in myself from an early age. I also, like students in this scene, recognized it in others and largely reacted negatively toward it. I never went full ennui, slobber on the desk, checked out level of disengaged, but when others were didactic toward me, my hackles went up. I felt like I was being preached to, a condescending voice on high, dispensing maxims for how I should think, act, and be. These didactic elders were wisdom merchants trying to sell me something, ostensibly the hard-won fruits of their experience. But what were they actually selling? I think sometimes that didacticism springs from the desire to self-reinforce intuitive truths and biases. By talking about things with an authoritative tone in a learned manner, the teacher manages to soothe themselves. They hold their truths to be self-evident because they have repeated their truths so often that their truthiness can never be called into question. The monotonous monotone is a safety blanket that puts the critical minds of the speaker and their audience to sleep. This is a cynical view of didacticism. I hope that my urge to be didactic is not operating on this level. Ideally, here's what I hope is happening in my brain when I get the urge to abstract. Step 1. I see something I want to understand. At first, it doesn't make much sense, but like a cow with a 4-chambered stomach, Step 2, ruminate. Step 3, I organize my thoughts, usually through writing. And finally, Step 4, I present them, a thesis for comprehension, a provisional framework. It feels like solving a puzzle, like offering to others something that I hope has some value. But whether my thoughts, reflections, moments of navel-gazing are actually instructive to others misses the point. Ultimately, I'm doing it for myself. I'm trying to sift through my senses, the phenomenological world, and arrive at a place of inner peace and balance. I know this sounds very mystical and pseudo-religious, but this is ideally where I hope my urge to instruct comes from. Sorry if you fell asleep during this dull video. Is it the curse of all teachers named Ben to be boring? Maybe. It's a thesis, at least. Let me think about it for a little bit and get back to you. Thank you for watching.